Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. We are going to be taking a look at the energies and predictions for the sign of Aquarius for the rest of September. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right. Aquarius, let's go ahead and get into this reading here for you. See what's coming forward for you as we look at the rest of the month. Do hope things are going well for you. Hope the month has been off to a good start for you so far. Go ahead and get all the cards out here, get everything set up and in view, and then we'll get right into it for you. So do apologize for the lapse in content. I was actually in Japan filming for my other channel. So I am back. All right. Let's go ahead and get everything set up here. Cool. Energy on the bottom. You have the Magician. All right. So the Magician is, a card that may indicate, first of all, I should say, I know I just interrupted myself, but wow, you have incredibly positive cards here. Absolutely loving what I'm seeing for this series that I'm doing, actually. But, the Magician is a card that really can indicate a strong potential for manifestation in the tarot. It suggests that you have all of the tools, talents, skills, and abilities to create whatever it is that you want in your life. You can see all the tools are in the palm of their hand here. And the thing about the Magician is this card may ask you to really make sure that you are not missing the other component to manifestation, which is action. Okay, so for the Magician, they must take action. So it's not a question of talent or skills or abilities. It's a question of will they act on their manifestation, because this is something that a lot of people miss when they read The Secret or they watch The Secret documentary or they get into manifestations. Some people miss that there's another component to it, which is action, right? So that is just something I want to throw ahead for you here, or put forward for you here. But I definitely like to see this on the bottom. The Magician is also a card of, it's also the card of Mercury. So, Mercury is a planet of communication. Maybe some of you are deciding to communicate on a vision that you have, or a goal or a dream that you have as well. Why don't we go ahead and let's really dive in and see how this Magician card fits into the rest of the reading. So, as I've already stated, you really have some cards I look for in a reading: Chariot, Ten of Cups, Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups, King of Wands. Some amazing cards here. Now, what's interesting is I think we only have 1, 2, if you include the bottom 3 major arcanas out of a total of 10 cards here, if you include the bottom one, right? So actually lighter on the major arcanas, meaning that whatever you're manifesting here is going to show up in your sort of day-to-day, in the day-to-day areas of your life, most likely, okay, most likely. The major arcanas, those cards refer to overarching or major themes and cycles in one's life. But there's something at the day-to-day level that is manifesting for you here that looks really nice. In the middle, you have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is all about overwhelming happiness, okay? You can see the young family here. They own the home in the background. The rainbow is above them. All cups are there. All cups are upright and overflowing. And, what this Ten of Cups is all about is some fulfillment of complete and total happiness, or some experience of complete and total happiness. Now, this can also say that there is a good family energy present in your life as well. And then on top of that, the Ten of Cups for me is a real estate card, because you see the house in the background as well. Some of you have a vision to relocate to a new house or to relocate to a new place because of this Knight of Wands as well, the Chariot as well moving. There's a card of like vehicles as well here. So some of you may be manifesting your dream home, so to speak, okay? And if it's not quite literally about a dream home, you have a really healthy image in your mind that could come to reality here for you at this time, Aquarius. Let's see what that might be around. Okay, so in the first column here, you have the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So as I see here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 Wands cards. So predominantly Wands cards, actually. And then 2 cups and a sword. And so for many people, this is potentially in your career. Some of you may have a goal, the goal of business ownership or entrepreneurship in mind. Some of you may have always wanted to own your own business. I have a feeling that I'm talking to people who have already been career people, and you're looking to transition into something where you have a little bit more autonomy over, right? You have a little bit more authority over a scenario. You have more ownership over the scenario here, okay? I have a feeling I am talking to people who were career people, who currently are career people, but you have a desire to branch out. Nines, right? We have 2 nines here. Nines represent the self. It represents you. Nines are about you, not about other people. And there's something that you want to own. Okay, I'm getting this word ownership here, Aquarius. You want to own something. Okay, this could be owning a house. This could be owning a business. There's something connected to ownership, the owning of something. Okay, with the Nine of Cups, this is fulfillment of wishes. Okay, this is stacking up to be very, very positive for you. First 3 cards: Magician, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. This is stacking up to be very positive. This is also a good time to be present and to be in the now, as the Nine of Cups person is perfectly present. You can see that they're holding their cup in the air. It's a good vibe in the pub that they're working at, right? It's all about good vibes and being in the present. 10 of Cups, again, windfalls of happiness and good emotions that may be coming in here. 6 of Wands is a card that talks about victories and success in one's life in addition, and it may mean that you've triumphed. You are triumphant over something that was difficult in the past. The Six of Cards may also see you Six of Wands may also see you being in front of people as well. Okay, during this time, so that could be on social media. It could be speaking at a conference. It could be just generally maybe speaking or presenting at work. Like some of you could just be in front of people at this time as well. With the Knight of Wands is the card of potential moving, okay, for you here, Aquarius. This person is typically, the Knight of Wands person typically shows up to signify a move. So in my personal life, I've seen this card come forward when I'm ready to make a big move, like quite literally move to a new state, move to a new location, move into a new house, a new apartment, and I've seen it for other people as well. So with the 10 of Cups here, I would not be surprised to see that. And it's almost like I'm getting dream home vibes for you. Like this is something that you really, really want. Okay, now on a different level, the Knight of Wands is a jack of all trades. Okay, this is somebody who it's a talent card. So you actually have 2 talent cards here. So if you're not looking to relocate or move, you could really be using your talents to build an incredible business or get into an incredible venture for yourself. In the middle, you do have the Hierophant, the 10 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. It's interesting here because we do see that there is a roadblock, okay? So the 2 of Swords, it can say that there's a difficult choice that needs to be made in this scenario. That makes sense to me. Okay, that makes sense to me because, like, let's say you're a career person. You've dedicated yourself to a job or multiple jobs, but you've built your career. Now you want to go on your own. It means you have to leave behind your colleagues that you maybe enjoy working with, or the what is comfortable for you, and in order to pursue this new venture, right? So just please attach that to your scenario here. The idea is that there's a difficult choice that needs to be made, okay? That is happening here for you with this 2 of Swords, and you can use the same scenario in really anything. Like you want to move to a new house, well, you have to let go of the old house, and what is familiar to you, and that's something that's difficult, or in relationships as well. Generally, though, it feels like the path is pretty clear for you, like in terms of that's the only roadblock, okay? The only roadblock is kind of weighing the pros and cons of the scenario. Or, yeah, and just, yeah, yeah. We'll see if there are any other more roadblocks as we go along. But with the Hierophant here, this is a card of tradition, okay? Sometimes the Hierophant, when combined with other cards, may be suggesting that you want to break free from tradition, okay? That you want to do something a little bit different. And it's positioned next to the King of Wands, who, with the Knight of Wands, is certainly a risk taker, okay? King of Wands, not as much of a risk taker as the Knight of Wands, but certainly is comfortable with risk. And for some of you here, I have a feeling that you want to do something a little bit different. Okay, you want to do something a little bit different here. And the Hierophant can also be referring to large groups and organizations that you belong to as well. So if you do work for a company, it seems like, I know this is very specific, but it seems like some of you could be breaking free from that. In the final column, you do have the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Chariot. King of Wands is the entrepreneur of the tarot. And I think I've already suggested that. This could also be a leader in business. Somebody that's fun to work under or work with. Also a talent card. So you have 3 talent cards here that look very good for you. With that, you have the Nine of Wands, which can indicate resistance. So I said roadblock. Maybe there is another roadblock here, right? I said one roadblock. There's this roadblock here in that you clearly recognize you have a difficult choice to make. The other one here is this Nine of Wands, which is you're very, very close to completing and making the choice. Do not throw everything away, okay? Because it's getting a little hard. Okay, things are maybe getting a little hard for you right now with that Nine of Wands. Things are maybe getting a little hard. And the Nine of Wands asks you to fight through that because it's actually in that period of time and in that moment where you are learning the most and you are accelerating the most. So with that Nine of Wands, this asks you to persevere and continue forward. So the Nine of Wands can represent resistance in a certain way, but also the fact that you're very close. With the Chariot, it does indicate that, wow, I think everyone has gotten the Chariot, or just about everyone. Maybe 4 out of 6 or 5 out of 6, something like that. So many people have been getting it. The Chariot, it is sort of like you getting onto a road that is very much a successful road for you. Okay, it's a card that indicates success and victory, but actually driving on that road, pushing forward. It is an energy of vehicles, or it is a card that may suggest vehicles as well. So I see like driving or moving here with the Knight of Wands and the Chariot. That may be happening for you. Why don't we go ahead and let's move into the clarifications portion of this reading here, Aquarius, and see what's coming forward for you. All right, let's move into the clarifications. I'll start by pulling some oracle cards, and then I'll also pull some tarot cards as well. Okay. Energy on the bottom. You have arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Surround yourself with protective energy. Okay. You know, it's interesting because we have the double nines, which are about you. Okay, and maybe you are in a caught in the middle of a situation between 2 people, or you're caught in the middle of a dispute with the Two of Swords. That's possible. Let's see what else we have. That can sometimes come up with the Two of Swords. You have Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. There's definitely another message of talents here, more confirmation. You have Shield Maiden, make plans and focus, and Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Another card indicating gifts. I've been talking about your talents and your gifts throughout this entire reading, and here it is once again. So it does feel like the floor and the path is wide open for you here, Aquarius. Let's see what else we have. You have Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Drum, dream, and journey, as well as Air Guardian, shift your perception. Okay. Let's see here. How many cups do we have? We actually have a few cups. Cups many people can associate with the dream world, right? The dream world. And you have this idea of dream and journey here. First, I do think you have some sort of a dream for yourself, but I also would recommend that you pay attention to your dreams at this time, particularly if you are caught in this tough situation here. Okay, why don't we go ahead and let's pull some tarot cards to clarify this even more here for you, Aquarius. Now, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I do hope things are going well for you. All right. Okay, you have the Sun, you have the Justice card, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Sun is definitely the best card in the tarot. Okay, it's the best card in the tarot, and you have this here with the Ten of Cups as well. So not only is the Sun the best card in the tarot, you've got the two happiest cards as well that one could find in a reading. So I almost think that some of you have a good problem to have with the Two of Swords, okay? I think you have a good problem to have. I think that some of you are going to find some true happiness here in the weeks and the months that follow. Obviously, will this all happen in September? Probably not. This seems like a pretty big, how do I say, like a big decision that you have to make, right? And so it may take time for that to unfold, but September is a critical part of this process for you. And with the Sun and the Ten of Cups, I think somewhere down the line this year, you will have a moment of complete and total happiness. And I think that if you've been kind of dealing with some indecision with the Two of Swords, I keep going to that Two of Swords because it keeps kind of like sticking out to me. If you've been dealing with some indecision, I think that there's a real opportunity for you to solve that, okay? I really do. And then with the Justice card, you have the Six of Wands, so Justice card and the Six of Wands. Justice card says that we all get the outcome we deserve, okay? And with the Six of Wands, you deserve some success here because of all of the work you've put into something, okay? Justice is our karma. Karma is the results of our actions, okay? And with that, you have below that the Four of Cups. Now, here's the deal. Again, I really want to highlight this because this is another confirmation. Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, absolutely not time to give up, okay? I feel like some of you, with the Two of Swords and the Nine of Wands, things are getting a little hard, as I suggested. I was trying to search for what I said earlier in my mind. Things are getting a bit hard for you, and with this Four of Cups, this is not the energy you want to be in, okay? So you don't want to be in this Four of Cups energy as things are beginning to get a little bit hard, okay? Because this Four of Cups energy person is bored, okay? They're not acting. And I said at the beginning of this reading with the Magician card, you want to act at this time, okay? Because you have it all, right? Your resume is amazing, okay? And I don't even mean that. I just mean like your personal resume, not just your business resume. Like you have the talent, you have the skills, you have it all, right? You have it all. You have what you need at the very least. And the Four of Cups person is not acting. They are bored. They are apathetic. They are missing out on the opportunity that's in front of them right here. So this is time to go for it, okay? Especially, we're in this eclipse season here. We're in the thick of it in terms of eclipse season. Time to go for it. What else do we have? The Death card, the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, clarifying the Ten of Cups. And you have the World. Okay. Well, the World here with the Two of Swords, definitely the end of indecision, that is for sure. Okay, so if you've got I've been talking about how you're really going, you're going back and forth on the decision. It's the end of that. Okay, you are absolutely going to pick the path that you want to be on. Will it be the ultimate one path, the true path for you? Who knows in time, right? Who knows? In time you will find out. but you will pick the path. One cycle will close, and that is what the world is suggesting. And generally, it's pretty successful when you get the world, okay? Generally speaking, this is pretty well aspected for you, especially with the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles is legacy, okay? It's generational money. It's, yeah, money that you leave for others. It's the ultimate vibration of the suit of Pentacles, right? It's the highest vibration. And the idea is that this can be a major card of abundance as well in your life. So for me, I look at it as like leaving a legacy or building something long term, but I also see it as like, you know, it is a very good card for your money situation as well. So this is good to see for you. And it's also combined here with another 10. It's the 10 you want to see, which is the 10 of Cups. So you've got some sort of long-term happiness here that could be showing up. Amazing. You then here have the Death card with the Hierophant. That is literally, quite literally, the combination where you are breaking free from the chains of tradition. Okay, no more like doing the same thing that doing something the same way you've always done something, or you know, you are making a major change in terms of how you've always done something, or even in the way that you were taught how to do something. Okay, the patterns that you've picked up from, maybe from earlier generations, while maybe were, you know, handed down to you in with good intentions, are no longer compatible with where you want to be going, right? So you're kind of rewriting what you want to be doing. You have the Magician, you have the Tower, and you have the Seven of Swords. All right, so with the Magician, I really think some of you are going to kind of, I will say, strike gold in your business and career area. Okay, and I say that, I don't say that lightly, but I say that because of kind of the combination here of cards that just don't always show up, but with really don't always show up in a reading. The Magician twice, the Sun, you always want to see the Sun, the 10 of Pentacles and the Cups clarifying themselves to the world. And you might be a little surprised at how this all kind of shakes out with the Tower card, right? So yeah, I think some of you could really strike gold in terms of your career, especially for those of you who are looking to take a little bit of a risk right now. These are just tarot cards, so don't put yourself at a major risk here. But you know, the cards are saying that you are probably okay being a little uncomfortable for a period of time if it means that you build the thing that you want to build. Okay, is what I'm trying to say here. Don't love the Seven of Swords, but in a reading like this, it's probably about strategy. Okay, it's probably about strategy for sure. As you have that, yeah, with the Chariot. So some of you building the game plan or the strategy. You do have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom, which is really the opposite of what we've been reading about. So what I'm saying here is with the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, like you want to be out of that. You don't want to be in that energy. Okay, you don't want to be in that energy because you're kind of like, things are very clearly getting hard, but that's a good thing. It's very good that things are becoming a little harder at this time because it means you're really progressing and accelerating. So why don't we go ahead and let's take a look at the Kipper cards and see what we have. Okay, you have Thief, Distant Horizons, Unexpected Income, Official Person, Marriage, and Occupation. Okay, so the Thief card with the Seven of Swords is usually something that may connect to distrust. Okay, so some of you you may be dealing with feelings of distrust for another person here at this time. Okay, I'll let you sort of attach that to your scenario if that's what you're going through. If not, then that's not your message. You obviously do have the Marriage card here as well with that, but along with that, the Distant Horizons, Unexpected Income, Occupation, and Official Person, there are very good things in the distance for you. Okay, look at this. Occupation, Unexpected Income. This looks very good, and this person's doing DIY work as well. So do it yourself, right? So I think that is absolutely on the table for some people. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.